A new map of Britain is to be drawn, a map of extremism. The government wants to know where extremism is taking hold in Britain's Muslim communities. Police and others in the public sector will be asked to report extremist activity in their area. Whitehall sources say the information will help them to intervene where extremism is taking hold. They hope they will head off individuals who are on a path to violence. In the aftermath of the bomb attacks carried out by British citizens on British soil, both the police and the intelligence services were deeply disturbed by how little they knew about Britain's Muslim communities in places like Luton. Where was the temperature hotting up? Where might extremists be gathering? Who held sway in certain parts of the community? Now they think they may have found the answer to that problem. Comprehensive neighbourhood profiling, or mapping, of Britain's Muslim communities. Police want to build up a picture not just of where extremist messages might be preached, but of gyms, bookshops or cafes where extremists might gather. Abu Saif is a member of the Sharia Court of Luton, an organisation formed after the body Al-Mujahirin was banned by the Home Secretary.
Let's be honest, I mean, the government, the police, they've been doing these kind of things for many years now. Now, if they don't know who the extremists, who the real threat is coming from, then obviously it shows that obviously they have no intelligence, they have no resources. What have they been spending all their money upon? Now all it is just pushing the Muslims into a corner.
Whitehall sources say the sort of information that might be gathered in a Muslim community like Luton's will mainly be used for different sorts of interventions. A whole raft of programmes still being worked on, which they hope will divert young Muslims who are flirting with extremism. For the government, this is a hugely important and very sensitive project. 3 Luton residents died last week in Afghanistan after the US raided a Taliban stronghold. Exactly the sort of people the government would like to know about earlier. Controversially, the government's going to be asking for help for its mapping project from people across the public sector, perhaps even those in the education sector. And it's very worried how that'll go down with Muslim communities.
I think that will upset probably everybody, that if the teacher or the imam is, or like myself, president is spying on them, that will alarm them. That's not a good idea.
When the Los Angeles Police Department tried to map its Muslim communities, there was an uprising from mosques and civil liberties groups. The whole project had to be abandoned. But here, even a critic of mapping thinks the government will get its way.
I really don't see the Muslims responding because they don't want to be...
You don't think they'll rise up against it?
Because they're in a state of fear. They don't want to be labelled extremist terrorists.
Gordon Brown believes he's marked a shift from the Blair administration with a stronger emphasis on winning Muslim hearts and minds. He'll be hoping the revelation that he plans to map extremist Britain will not throw that work off course.